Hello and welcome to traders and investors, and I'm glad to present you the daily market review prepared by analysts and experts from fx.co portal. Here we go. Here is Laurie Bailey with EURUSD currency pair forecast. Let's have a look.
Yesterday's March anticipated quarterly report from Nvidia showed earnings of 1.05 per share versus USD, a forecast of 1.01. The company's stock experienced significant volatility due to a decline in data center profits, but the overall optimistic mood propelled the S&P 500 to a new all-time high. Risk appetite rose again, and the dollar index dropped by 0.05%. The euro closed the daily candle above the 1.1632. Thursday has started with growth. The Marlin oscillator, having recently moved into negative territory, is now trying to return to the growth zone. The market may attempt to price in another Federal Reserve rate cut before an eventual, decisive reversal. In this case, the euro could test the upper edge of the price channel at 1.1878. To confirm this scenario, we need today's session to close with a wide candle and Marlin to enter positive territory. The first target is 1.1755, the MACD line. If today and tomorrow both close below 1632, the currently prevailing bearish scenario will be confirmed, with the first target at 1.1495. On the 4-hour chart, the price was within the free roaming range, centered on 1.1632. Currently, Marlin is in a neutral position. In such a situation, indicator readings are inconclusive. On the MACD line, around 1.1680 may serve as a local resistance.
Let's trade with the MACD indicator. It's time for GBPUSD. Jakub Novak presents.
Today, you could plan to buy the pound at the entry point at 1.3512. Indicated by a green line on the chart is reached, targeting a rise to 1.3537. Around 35.37, you could plan to exit buys and open shorts in the opposite direction, expecting a move of 30-35 pips from the entry level. A rise in the pound today should be considered only within yesterday's uptrend. Before buying, ensure that the MACD indicator line is above zero mark and it's just starting to rise from it. You could also plan to buy the pound today in the event of two consecutive price tests of 1.3489. While the MACD is in an oversold territory, this should limit the pound's downside and lead to an upward reversal. A rise toward the opposite levels of 1.3512 and 35.37 can be expected. Today, you could plan to sell the pound after a move below 34.89. It's a red line on the chart, which could lead to a quick drop in the pair. The key target for sellers will be 1.3466, where you should exit shorts and immediately buy in the opposite direction, aiming for a 20-25 pip reversal. Sellers are unlikely to act aggressively today. Important, before selling, ensure that MACD is below the zero line and it's just started to decline from this. You could also plan to sell the pound today in the event of two consecutive price tests of 1.3512, while the MACD is in an overbought zone. This will cap the pair's upside potential and result in a downward reversal. A decline toward the opposite levels of 1.3489 and 3466 can be expected.
That's all for today. See you online soon.